Hi, and welcome to Judging 101 Hot Topics. I am Andy Adams, the Director of Judges for the National Cutting Horse Association. In this session, we will discuss a few rule changes for 2025. We will go over the half-point miss, turn-tail rule, working time, and 2025 Judges Card. First up is the half-point miss. There's no longer a half-point miss or small a. If a miss is not obvious, we do not want you to call a penalty. The following 3 clips are examples of obvious misses. Remember, a miss is when a horse goes by a cow to the degree they lose their position to maintain control of that cow. Depending on the severity of the miss, run content can also be affected in a negative way. If a horse is consistently late but not an obvious miss, we want you to deal with that in run content in the control box. In this session, we'll talk about turn tail, Rule 7. Turn tail is now a reviewable 5-point penalty signified by a capital T in the 5-point penalty box. So in Rule 7, we talk about a horse turning the wrong way with his tail toward the cow being worked. And also we talk about while in the process of cutting a cow. So it can be either way, whether they're in the process of cutting a cow or actually already have put their hand down and working a cow. In this first example, it is actually after the rider has put his hand down. So he's cutting a cow and then he gets his hand down and his horse turns 180 degrees away from that cow. So his horse's butt is facing directly towards that cow. That is a turned tail, even though the rider never picked his hand up. In this example, it is during the cut. So she's stepping up there. The horse starts to rotate away, does not get completely away from that cow, and does not have the horse's butt facing the cow. So that is not a turned tail, although it would affect the herd work greatly. In this example, we have a horse that turns 360 degrees away from the cow after he has separated cows from the herd. At this point, the horse's butt is facing towards the cow, so it is absolutely a turned tail. So last but not least, the 2025 Judges Card. We made the required changes due to the half-point miss and the turn tail rule change. We replaced the X in the third cow line with a plus, check, or minus to indicate the third cow either added value, subtracted value, or neither, based on the achievement on that third cow. We also changed the working time box to one big box to record total working time for the full 2.5 minutes, not cow by cow. For example, if a rider works the first cow for a short time, let's say 10 seconds, you would have a check minus or minus encourage. Then the rider works the second cow for a long time, let's say 35 seconds, you would have a check plus or plus encourage. And then the rider finishes on the third cow with 15 seconds. They have worked a total of 60 seconds working time. So you would also put a plus in time worked due to the fact that 45 seconds is an average amount of working time. Thank you for listening in on this session of Judging 101 Hot Topics. Please contact the Judges Department if you have any questions.